Bem-vindo ao meu canal. Por favor, inscreva-se para mais informações sobre o Brasil e o mundo. Obrigado.
Hello, my taco. I think we all understand goes through several phases. We have been in the phase now of fighting fires and saving lives. I appreciate the patience the media has had with us, allowing us to go through that phase. As soon we'll be in the recovery rebuilding phase, as the governor has spoken through. We know that's going to be a long process. I really want to speak to our citizens, our residents, our visitors, our businesses who have suffered tremendous loss and probably consolable grief. I think for us with the messages, we're going to try our very best to identify those that have perished so that the families can have that closure and can have that understanding. We're also going to try and connect our families with those who are in our shelters. As you understand, this is an emergency. People left without taking anything with them. In most cases, they have no choice. So now we're at that phase where we want to make sure those that are in our community, whether they're at a hotel or at a shelter or staying with a family or friend, that we can try and match them back with their families. A lot of work being done by all the good people here to make that happen. And again, as Governor spoke to it, we will rebuild, and that's really what we have no choice but to do until you see the demonstration of that. We all witnessed maybe through photographs before this morning by the person today. It's difficult to describe, but there are lots of people that will need a lot of help, and our goal as government is to provide that help for people. I did want to also speak to the folks whose homes were not damaged. And I know the question on your mind is, when can I get back to my home? Just as soon as we can try to provide the certainty that we have recovered those that occurs, and that's really our goal right now. We're hoping to find people that might just be injured. A lot of time this past is the incidents, so we're still in that phase, but please allow us to complete this process before we allow people back into the homes. There's no power, there's no water that on the west side either, so those are both things we're trying to restore as well. We also want to make sure we can provide enough shelter space on our shelters for folks. We're kind of at the limits in some of the central Maui wines, and we'll have to be creative with our team after this to try to get more for folks out on the west side. So we're very cognizant of the main things that people want to know. Was my family member, when can I moved back to my home, and what's the long-term plan? I mostly want to thank all the partners, the allies that we have in our federal government, our state government, our fellow county.
I mostly want to thank all the partners, the allies that we have in our federal government, our state government, our fellow county government support, and of course our public. Your patience, your vigilance, we continue to ask for. Thank you.